Hello and welcome everyone to COT Review. I'm Thomas from COTBase.com. Today we're going to be looking at the 21st Commitment of Traders Report of 2019. And as we always do, we're going to start off with the changes in commercials positions. Here we go. So you can see we have corn on top of our list with a 36% change in commercials positions. You can see that change over there being the largest change on this 52-week time range, pushing commercials back down to net short territory. Large speculators barely above the zero line being net long. Of course, all this happening after a decent rally in the market. Of course, this is suggesting there could be a bit of a rebound happening early next week. Jumping to the 5 years chart, you can see the COT Extreme situation. And on this 5 years chart, you can see that we have in the past couple of weeks suddenly moved away from that huge bullish extreme that was actually a pretty good signal for the market, pushing corn much higher. Of course, after this rally, we're not surprised to see sudden moves in traders' positions. But if you look at this 5 years chart, you can also see that we are quite far away from all-time or close to all-time bearish extreme levels. The next market is the British pound with a 23% change in commercials positions. Here we go. There's the 1 year chart. This is a bullish COT chain signal suggesting higher prices coming early next week. If we move on to the 5 years chart, you can see that we are more or less in between the two extremes. So we had this bearish extreme back in April of last year. We had a significant bullish extreme in October of last year, but we're more or less in between the two extremes. So it's really the change signal that could be used right now. The next market is platinum with a 21% change. Again, moving to the 1 year chart, again, we are witnessing a bullish COT chain signal. The size was definitely larger than an average change size, and it is coming after a nice decline in the market, suggesting there could be a bit of a rise coming in the next couple of days. Now, if we move on to the 5 years chart, you can see that we are actually in the last few weeks have been moving away from this bearish extreme, which of course was a successful signal pushing platinum prices a bit lower. Now, if we look at this 5 years range, we are still more or less in between the two extremes. We had that bullish extreme at these lows pushing the market a bit higher, and we're more or less in between the two extremes. So nothing unusual until now. Now, if we move on to large speculator COT Extreme, we can find cotton on top of our list with a 163 report extreme in large speculators. You can see that over there being definitely a large signal. We had something similar back in March of 2016. You can see that was actually at this low, this 5 years time period. Those were the lowest prices in cotton futures, and again we're reaching those extreme levels. Of course, this extreme could continue its rise. Stress levels can build up to even larger amounts, but nevertheless it's a stress level that we should already be looking at. The next market will be oats with a 76 report extreme in large speculators. You can see that extreme over there, and with that we've reached a significant bearish extreme. Here we have a bearish extreme. You can see what happened to the price of oats whenever we've reached these or similar levels. Those were actually pretty good bearish COT extreme signals. So again, we've reached those levels. That tells us in the medium to long term we could see a bit of a decline coming. And last but not least, let me open sugar, where we had a 37 report extreme, which in itself would not necessarily look like a large one, but if you look at the chart itself, that actually means we are again very close or near or basically beside the most bullish extremes in the past. Now, of course, a caution is definitely advised, because if you look at this roughly 1.5 to 2 years period, you can see that traders were at their bullish extreme for quite some time, and there wasn't a significant change in the trend. So that could be ahead of us a couple of months or possibly even years, but still it's a stress level that we should definitely take into consideration. So that was all for this review. Of course, you can do a more in-depth and detailed COT analysis. I've just put up some tutorial videos for you. There will be some more episodes coming in the near future. But the 4 episodes I've uploaded today should help you if you are new to the Commitments of Traders report, new to COT analysis, then definitely check them out. And I hope they will be a lot of help for you to understand what this COT analysis is all about. So thank you very much for your attention. I hope you enjoyed this review, and I hope to see you next week. Have a great weekend. Take care. Goodbye.